Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. I'm here with my buddy Brian, who doesn't want to speak or be on camera, and I understand why. We just finished Penitentiary 3. If you've watched the channel before, you'll know I love the Penitentiary series. The first one's silly, but a little more of a serious tone. The second one is extremely goofy and cheesy. And then the third one is a little more in line with 2, but probably not as goofy or cheesy as 2. If you don't know the series, you have the main character, Too Sweet Gordon, who is played by Leon Isaac Kennedy, and he is he was a hitchhiker in the first film, and he's a boxer, but he's also sort of always in trouble and ends up in prison throughout the films, and he ends up boxing his way out of prison in pretty much each of the films, and they're all separate stories around why he's in prison or what's going on. This one involves a mob leader named Serengeti, who is in the same prison as him, who drugs him at the beginning of the film and makes him kill someone in the ring with this drug that makes him very animalistic. Once he ends up in prison, Serengeti tries to get him on his team in this boxing league to, I guess, help him win money or power and whatever status. And he doesn't want to join him, so the guy ends up pretty much punishing him and hurting his friends and stuff. And in the end, he has to box, and it's not even box. I guess it's like pit fighter. It's pretty much free for all. One of his goons named Hugo, who is played by Magic Schwartz, who you may know from Over the Top with with Sylvester Stallone. Again, if you've seen the second film, it's definitely got a cheesy element to it. It also has a great role by the Haiti Kid, who you may know from, I guess, the 80s as he was a midget wrestler. He's in this movie and he plays this like tribal, animalistic little person who lives in like the basement bowels of the penitentiary, and he eventually befriends Too Sweet and teaches him his sort of ways to try and win one over on Hugo, the evil mob boss henchman. Lots of goofy lines, lots of kind of outlandish things happening, and I think by far the Haiti Kid, who plays the Midnight Thud, is my favorite part of this film. I think he was interesting and crazy, and he's funny, and he just yells throughout the third half of the film in this very long-winded fight scene that Too Sweet has. So if you like Blaxploitation films, you like cheesy boxing movies or cheesy prison jail movies, I would highly recommend the Penitentiary series. I still think 2 is our favorite, but 3 is pretty good, and I'm very happy to have found this on VHS. I got this at the thrift store for $1. Sadly, they don't make it on DVD or Blu-ray, but you can find it on YouTube and I'm sure other streaming sites there. I do hope in the future they do a really nice remastered Blu-ray with maybe some commentary or special features. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, check out the Penitentiary series, Penitentiary 3. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Oak Tree.
Oak tree.